Chapter 23. Dawn. The really weird part is how this is getting less weird. Quote, "If you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change." Unquote. Wayne Dyer. Disclaimer. There is no disclaimer. Oh me, oh my, dear reader. It's 2022 as I write this. I'm 100% sure that if I had read this chapter or listened to the 17-minute audio recording called Dawn, I not only wouldn't have believed it, but I probably would have thought that the person recording it was either a wacko, a witch, or, can I find another W word? A wonder. There, I said it. Remember, back just a few years ago, I would have said such a person was way woo-woo. Wow, really going for the whole W thing here. And winning. Or I just wouldn't need to associate with that person. Mostly because I'd think they were way woo-woo and too far from reality. Yet, here we are just a few years later, and not only am I embracing that person with the whacked-out stories of fantastical, mystical, and mosaic-filled meditations, but I am that person. Then, as if that weren't enough, I'm not quietly wondering what is going on and why, and then proceeding to hide out and tell no one for fear of the judgment of the type of person I was just a few short years ago. But I'm saying it out loud. To myself, to you, and in this book. No disclaimer here. There are a few certain friends who will be proud of me for not making a disclaimer at this point. At the point where I'm going to get weirder than you already thought I was. In the past, I might say, disclaimer, things are about to get weird. If you're not into weird, please stop reading now. Nope. No disclaimer. Things are about to get weird, and I'm not only going to deny it or hide from it, but I'm shouting it from the rooftops. Or at least the literary version of putting it all into a chapter of my book. Dawn. All of this above is a prelude for you to meet Dawn. Dawn, who I met in my past life regression meditation. Ha! I'm literally smiling and even chuckling to myself as I type this because I realize how much I'm coming out of my shell, out of the mystical closet, and how little I care about the judgment, and care mostly that I can convey the clarity, courage, and confidence that these experiences provide me, and for you, even though you don't have to benefit from them too. As I type this, I have Deva Premal in my ears on my favorite headphones, turned on low volume as I listen to my own 17-minute recording titled Dawn, and the sun is rising, and I love that I'm sharing this with you. Quick notes from the audio. Mosaic. We aren't just individuals from the past, but a mosaic, a combination of past individuals. Oxygen mask. Take care of yourself first. Treasure map. Roadmap. Figure out what to do. Map out what to do to help others get there. Mosaic. I'm not going to be able to get across in this chapter as clearly as I did immediately in my post-meditation audio recording. But to get the words out as best I can, our past lives are made up of a mosaic of past lives. So it's not that our past lives are just a single person, and we are now the future version of that one person, but that person is a mosaic, and the I of today is one little element of that person. So today, we are another mosaic of tiny little pieces, souls, beings, made up of many, many people from the past. I wish I could draw this, but it's not a 1-to-1 ratio. It's a many-to-many ratio. Oxygen masks and treasure maps. Finally, in case this wasn't clear, remember that in addition to the crazy mystical fun, which is so much more fun than Netflix or hallucinogenic drugs, we often can get out rational, real, and relevant, wow, the alliteration is on high alert in this chapter, to our current lives. For example, the oxygen masks and the treasure maps. Then, what I'm hoping from this chapter is not that you say, gee, Bradley, that's really awesome for you that you meet up with Dawn and she answers all of your life questions in a single morning, but yeah, that's never going to work for me. Hopefully, not you. But you say, and I realize this is a bit of a stretch, as I started out this chapter with how I wouldn't even believe my own self if my own self of just a few years ago heard this. I wouldn't have even been interested. But here's what I hope you think. Gee, Bradley, that's super crazy that you have completely whacked out past life regressions on a Sunday morning that seemingly change your life in the matter of an hour. I've never even done a past life regression, nor do I really understand it. But honestly, if you say you weren't into this stuff and never did it before just a few months ago, and now you're doing it and you're meeting women like Dawn who say, come back anytime, and tell you about mosaics, roadmaps for your clients, and oxygen masks to take care of yourself, well, who is to say that I can't do this myself? I can tell you, not only is no one saying I can't do it myself, but you are here telling me I can do it myself. So, thanks for that. Maybe you. I now hope you're whispering to yourself, I know I don't have to do this stuff, but I quietly, maybe secretly, want to. If I can dare to do it and share it publicly in a book, you can start with daring to do it privately and telling no one but someone you might meet like Dawn. Possible, question weird. Impossible, avoid weird. Repossible, embrace your new weird. Listen to the 17-minute post-past life regression audio recap at the YDHT bonus content site, go.repossible.com/YDHT-bonus. It's titled Dawn.